Hello, once again, this is Brother Teacher. As you are watching me in this video, I want you to be cautious, not of me, but of the circumstance that this world is in today. This is not a doom and gloom speech. This is not coming from a conspiracy theorist. I am fully aware of the world that I live in. What is very unfortunate is that a lot of people out there in the audience watching this video, and a lot of people out there who are not watching this video, are not fully aware of the world that they live in. In a sense, they are, for lack of a better expression, walking dead. No pun intended, no reference to the movie or the TV series Walking Dead directly anyway. But they really are. You know, when the Almighty, the Most High, when God created man, He created man with intellect, with the ability to discern, the ability to create, to think as a free-willed entity or individual. It is so unfortunate that throughout history, for thousands of years, there have been people who have not thought for themselves. And in these more modern days, people are not thinking for themselves. They are believing, and maybe some of you are believing everything someone tells you just because they said it. I know. We want to believe. We want to trust what people in power say is the truth. We hope that it's the truth. And we hope and want to believe that they intend us good. But if you've lived long enough, you would know that that's not true. That's absolutely positively not true. And none of us, middle age and above, we're not getting any younger. So it's best that you gird up your loins, that you get yourself together, get your act together, honestly. If not for your sake as an individual, but for the sake of the future generations, your family, specifically, your children and your grandchildren, and if you're old enough, your grandchildren's children. This world that we're living in today is collapsing. It's not going to get better. Trust and believe that. There's an expression that I've coined a long time ago, and I still use it to this very day. We have gone from slingshots to nuclear weapons. How much more can man create on this planet that he has not already done? That he has not already developed or created or made or put together? How much more can he do? As I said, slingshots to nuclear weapons. We have cell phones. We can talk across the planet. Your cell phone is a computer. It can do virtually everything that you needed to do now. Yes. You can text. You can get on the internet. You can watch videos. You can listen to music. You can take pictures. You can record. Now, what is it that's going on now? They've already cloned the animals. And in some secret places, they're cloning human beings. Whether you want to believe it or not. They cloned plants, food. There's a lot of things that are artificial now that used to be real. Let me throw this footnote in there. Did you know that seedless grapes and seedless watermelons are not real? They're hybrid, they're made up. And that they can't reproduce themselves if they don't have seeds. That's just something for you to think about. Why did man create seedless fruit for our benefit because it's convenient and you don't have to spit out the seeds. Let's not be ridiculous. There's something else beneath the surface. But anyway, we're living in a world that's imploding around us, and we just don't see the forest from the trees. We don't see what's going on, a lot of us. My friends, I'm sure that you have heard of a new world order. I'm sure that you have heard of new world government. That used to be sort of taboo when you hear that expression, but now it's becoming commonplace to hear that expression. Even the president, Biden, has said that term, new world order. He's mentioned it on more than one occasion. We are not going to be in the place where we used to be in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. Things are going pretty rapid. Things are going digital. And believe it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, we're no longer going to have physical so-called paper money anymore. Everything is going to be digital. And guess what's going to happen? Guess what that's going to afford them and take from you? First of all, let's do the reverse. It's going to take your freedom from you. It is. You won't be able to freely speak your mind without it being monitored. And it's going on right now in social media. It's going on the internet. It's going on when you go into public places, especially in the court systems. They are always monitoring and censoring what we do. Who is they? The powers that be. Figure that one out. Now, why? They want to control the population, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a master plan. We're part of that master plan, but against our will. We're part of it. Or we will be part of it. Now, if everything is put on a card, such as a credit card type of card, a debit card, guess what's going to be on that card other than the money that you have in your so-called account after we no longer have physical money or paper money, currency? All of the information about you as a person is going to be on that card. And guess what? The people controlling it, note that I said controlling it, are going to be able to give you money and take money away from you just by the push of a button. They are going to control your life through that card digitally. You may not want to accept this, but it is about to happen. It's still in the process of happening, and it's going to be a reality. So if you don't comply with certain rules, push of a button, you no longer have access to the gas pump, to purchase food, to purchase clothing, to pay your bills, because they're going to push a button. Now, how many of you out there, listen to me carefully, have ever had a service, a public service turned off at your home or your business? Have you ever had your water turned off or your electric turned off? Not manually, digitally from the office. The office can be in another state. I've had it happen before in my lifetime. I've had my cable turned off before in my lifetime. They didn't have to come out and turn it off. Things are done by the push of a button. And guess what? Once you comply, once you pay, whatever the payment is, in this particular instance that I'm talking about, your payment could be your service and not money. But once you pay the piper, so to speak, they'll push a button and turn it right back on. That's where we are in this world. You had better wake up yesterday, because things are getting pretty crazy in this world. And you can't wish that it's not happening. It's happening. And it's going to get worse. The society, I don't care what anyone says about the economy, is getting better. If you're the working class and the middle class or the almost middle class or the used to be middle class, then you know that you're living paycheck to paycheck. This is going to hurt you, and it's already hurting you and us. So we better get it together, ladies and gentlemen. Just some admonishment to get you to think, but don't think too long. You had better start getting yourself together before it's too late. Now, I'm going to leave a clip at the bottom of this comment section, if you will, that I think is pretty straightforward and to the point. I want you to actually watch this clip. Don't talk to anybody outside of you. If there's somebody who's a like-minded person who cares about their freedom, sit in the room with them. Don't let any distractions get in your way. Sit there with your undivided attention and listen to, like you're listening to me, listen to the video. Watch it and listen and absorb what the message is. And stop living in La La Land, because this is the real reality. So you have to come out of that matrix that you've been in for so long. I'm sorry. Now the powers that be don't like me saying this. They don't like what I'm talking about. It is what it is. But I'm not going to change who I am. It's really that simple. I care about you, and I wish you freedom that was intended for us by the Creator, that no man has a right to take away. But they're trying to do that. That was it. And that was all. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. So long.